from the COO to the chief of staff to all the members here of the cabinet and a lot of community leaders that are here and along the parkway, driveway, and everybody's here in attendance, and that's by no coincidence that we're here in attendance. Since before I was even mayor, I knew that public safety needed a whole of government approach, both policing and non-policing efforts. And while I sincerely applaud the efforts of the men and women of APD, Chief Shearbaum, and AFRD, Chief Smith, and all the E911 personnel, and all of our law enforcement first responders that we are in partnership with, I want to highlight the amazing work done by others in this group project that really helps to keep our communities safe, especially our young people that often goes unnoticed. Through this approach, crime is down in the city of Atlanta. We can applaud that, right? Crime is down. Year to date, homicides are down 50% today compared to this date 3 years ago. 50% more lives are being able to live and thrive and feel safe and be safe in our city. Our administration has always knew that when we brought youth crime down, overall crime would come down, and it has. And a big part of that is just giving our young people something to do, giving them some guidance, giving them mentorship, and giving them a job for those that want it. And so we've done that. We've hired thousands of young people through the mayor's Summer Youth Employment Program. And we have a past participant here that's going to talk to you today. We've opened more of our At Promise centers. We've partnered with more of our nonprofits. We've worked with our Police Athletic League, and we've allocated more funding for youth initiatives and just made more investment overall in our young people, from our art school to our music education executive program to our entrepreneurship program, STEM, STEAM, chess, esports, and gaming, all of the above. So another goal for us today is to inform the public on several initiatives and programs that we have for Atlanta's youth during this summer while school is out. For instance, the amazing pool and splash pad that's right here over my shoulder. Just last week, Parks and Recreation opened up our pools and splash pads across the city, providing entertainment and a great way of exercise, and all of it is free for Atlanta residents. Let's give a round of applause for free. You better stop applauding for free. Free might not be, free ain't free, but it's free enough right now. So as a native Atlantan, I grew up in Adamsville, benefiting from departments of Parks and Recreation programming through some of those same offerings that we have today. I participated in Camp Best Friends. My daughter, who's now in college, participated in Camp Best Friends. All the sports programs and dance programs and more that Commissioner Cutler of DPR is going to talk about in a minute. Our administration has strengthened our partnership with the Atlanta Public Schools. They have continued to set historic graduation rates the last few years. And our Superintendent Johnson, he's here today, and he's going to share some news with you here in a moment. Janine Lewis, my senior advisor for youth development and education policy, has again published our Safe Spaces list that we have for this summer break, which is a comprehensive list of all the activities for Atlanta families that they can take advantage of while school is out. And not just during summer break, but all of the winter breaks as well as the spring break, etc. And by the way, you can head to atlyearoftheyouth.com to find the Safe Spaces Guide. And I'd be remiss if I did not give a shout out to the great work of the Mayor's Office of Violence Reduction, led by Director Marcus Walker. Give him a round of applause and his team. Marcus's leadership and the team that includes are community-based violence interrupters. These nonprofits and organizations, they have really made a huge impact on reducing violence in our streets and educating young people on everything from how to stay away from trouble in the very first place, and how to effectively communicate with one another and resolve conflicts. And so I can go on and on and on about the partnerships that we have in this group project, because it is a big group. And my goal, as I have stated time and time again, is to make Atlanta the best city in the nation to raise a child, the best place to raise a child. And that's why I deemed it the Year of the Youth, and now every year is the Year of the Youth, because we're going to meet that goal. And this is also why this partnership with APS matters so much, and our superintendent is going to talk about it, but it's no coincidence that in the Year of the Youth, APS now has the highest graduation rate ever in the city's history, working together. So I want everybody to report that. I want the realtors to report that, so our folks around the world know that this is a great investment, a great place to raise a family. But now it's time to hear directly from some of these great leaders. And please join me in welcoming APS Superintendent Dr. Brian Johnson to the microphone.
All right, well, good morning. We're so excited to be here. I want to say I am so appreciative as superintendent of the partnership with the city, the mayor, his leadership, and the spirit of this being a group project. One of the things we elevate regularly is that 75% of a child's K-12 life is spent outside of school. And so it is what happens within the community that really makes a significant difference. And so this partnership, the spirit of partnership that exists, is one that we look to just leverage and build on in the days ahead. Dr. Alonzo Krim, former superintendent, first black male superintendent of Atlanta Public Schools, led with the idea of a community of believers. And we believe really strongly that this community believes in our students. I want to thank our board. Our board really sets the vision and the direction. Chair Mitchell, that team does a great job governing our district and making sure that our students get exactly what they need. And on this past Monday, they approved a strategic plan of 25 through 2030 that will guide our steps. And three things that we elevate in that plan, we elevate six things, but three things that we elevate is caring for every child. We talk about the need to care and feed every single child, and not just the literal feeding, but also the figurative feeding, as programs like this and that are across this city do. But we also talk about this idea of shared responsibility. We acknowledge and we know, we understand that as a school district, we can't do the work alone. We know that we have to, and we need partners to lock arms, and we will be deeply partnered in that work. And then the other thing we talk about, which we're really excited about with internships and opportunity, is sparking student curiosity. Because we understand that when students have a hook, they're more likely to lean into the things that we know are the core. Students usually don't come to school for math, English, science, and social studies, but they might come to school for an opportunity to play on an athletic team. They might come to school to be in the band. They might come to school to engage in a tech club or a STEM club. And so these opportunities to have internships and to have an opportunity to learn and hear from professionals go a long way. We're really excited about this agreement that will allow us to share facilities. It will allow us to give our students more access to exactly what they need. And this joint usage will create an opportunity. Mary, you're tall. I got to put this mic down a little bit. It was hitting me in the forehead. I lean into my height. And so it will allow an opportunity for our students and the students of Atlanta. Well, you know, we are Atlanta's public school system. And it's important to acknowledge there's a possessiveness to being Atlanta's public. You all take ownership in us being Atlanta's public school system. And our students will have an opportunity to leverage the gyms at Dobbs Elementary, Dunbar, Harper Archer, and Hope Hill, Kimberly, and West Manor. Also, indoor and outdoor swimming pools, these types of opportunities, as well as tennis courts, golf courses. Our students getting access to those things means a lot. What I'm even more excited about in this partnership is that we will lean into being strategic with our facilities and the usage of our facilities, not just on this day, but in the days that go ahead. We're leaning into APS 4 2040, which is our comprehensive facilities plan. And we're looking at how we leverage every single space in this district. There was a day that our district was 100,000 students. Today we're 50,000. And we have to ask ourselves the question, how do we best utilize every square foot that we have to give these young people everything that they deserve? So we appreciate the partnership. Mayor, thank you for your leadership, and we look forward to the days that lie ahead. I'd like to take the privilege to introduce Commissioner Cutler, Commissioner of Parks and Rec, and again, many, many thanks on behalf of Atlanta Public Schools.
Well, good morning. Y'all doing well? Yeah. Welcome to Dunbar Recreation Center and Rosa Burney Outdoor Pool. So glad you could be here today. But before I get too far, there's a special group of people I'd like to thank. And that truly is the Department of Parks and Recreation team. Let's give them a round of applause. Every day, the men and women of the Department of Parks and Recreation show up, show out. 7 days a week, they serve this community, making sure our parks are clean, mean, and green, making sure our pools are guarded and protected so that young people and families can come and swim, and making sure that everybody has a safe place to play and recreate. So thank you again to the Department of Parks and Recreation staff. Well, summer in Atlanta is officially here, and there's nothing quite like summer in Atlanta. And this year, we're making sure that young people across our city have more opportunities than ever to learn, play, grow, and connect through our summer programs. We're thrilled to share that the 2025 program guide is now out. You can go online to atlantaga.gov and download your copy. Greg Parmer did a phenomenal job designing the cover. Way to go, Greg. And which is packed with youth programs for residents of all ages, from youth enrichment, youth athletics, senior fitness, arts, nature, family recreation, and one of our most beloved programs, as our mayor talked about, Camp Best Friends, now in its 44th year. So Camp Best Friends was started under Maynard Jackson. Thank you to Maynard Jackson for his leadership. This camp is affordable at $35 a week. It serves ages 5 to 12, and registration is still happening, and camp begins Monday. So visit your local recreation center, go online, and get involved in Camp Best Friends. Also, those looking for a little competition, our summer athletic program is heating up and is in full swing. Today is the last day to register for youth flag football. It's a co-ed program, so please go online and sign up for that. We also are offering Tot Olympics, as well as our youth football program, and cheer camps start in July. This summer, one of the biggest things that we do is offer free summer meals. No child in Atlanta should go hungry. And at the Department of Parks and Recreation, we're working hard to have over 47 locations across the city where we'll make sure every kid has the opportunity to get a free summer meal, ages 18 and under, because no child should go hungry in the great city of Atlanta. We're also bringing community fun directly to you in Popsicles in the Park, which is a family-friendly event and a community engagement opportunity where we can meet and talk about Parks and Recreation, what you'd like to see in the future, and how we're doing. This will be at all 12 council districts, and our first one is at Collier Recreation Center. So make sure you come check that out. We're also continuing our Park Ranger program, who you see behind me, Ranger Powers over there, who's holding down the step and repeat. Thank you, Powers. Our Ranger program continues this summer, and they'll be in all of our parks, making sure that they're safe and friendly. They're there to point you in the right direction, answer any questions, and make sure you have your dog on a leash. So please make sure you keep your dogs on a leash this summer. Also, we're proud of our continued investment in Parks and Rec Centers through our joint use agreement. Again, thank you, Dr. Johnson, for the joint use agreement. Thank you, Mayor, for your leadership to say this is something I want to see happen, because when our schools and our Parks and Recreation and our city come together, we really are better together. These are our children, and we need to do right by them and making sure that they have access both to school playgrounds and play fields when they're in school and when they're out of school, because our parks, unfortunately, aren't every place yet. And this ensures that every child is within a 10-minute walk of a park. And to that end, that means that our park score is now 21 out of the top 100 communities. Yeah. So thank you to the Trust for Public Land and George Dusenberry for your leadership to helping us achieve this mark. George, being a former commissioner, and the Trust for Public Land has really helped us in the Department of Watershed to rebuild some of our school playgrounds and creating these shared spaces that also provide better water quality and stormwater management, and also provide great play spaces and nature-based activities. So thank you to the Trust for Public Land and Atlanta Public Schools for all you do. Well, this is your city. This is your summer, and our Parks and Rec centers are here for you. So whether you're taking a swim at a camp or going to a field or simply enjoying a popsicle with a family, we hope every young person in Atlanta gets outside and makes the summer one to remember. Please follow us online and our social media at ATL Park and Rec for the latest updates, upcoming programs and activities, and including a return of movies in the park. So please stay tuned for that. Again, thank you to all the staff, thank you to all the partners, and thank you all for all the supporting departments like Procurement, Department of Law, for making this possible. And now I'd like to introduce Marcus Walker, Director of Mayor's Office of Violence Reduction. Marcus.
Thank you. Okay, I'm looking for Kevin Scott. You can come up and join me. Come on up. There you go. Excellent. So greetings to Mayor Dickens. Certainly just want to thank you for your leadership, for your unwavering support of the Mayor's Office of Violence Reduction through our prevention and intervention initiatives. Our office is committed to creating a safer environment where young people can thrive and reach their full potential. Our approach is comprehensive and collaborative. We partner with schools, community-based organizations, and families to address the root causes of violence. Through street outreach initiatives, school-based safety programs, and mentorship support, we provide positive alternatives and support systems for our youth. Additionally, we are investing in violence interruption strategies that engage trusted community members to mediate conflicts before they escalate. This type of approach helps us to prevent violence before it happens, fostering trust and public safety. So our current areas of focus right now include school public safety support through programs like Safe Passage, which aim to provide support for those youth traveling to and from school grounds. Also, public education awareness campaigns like the teen dating violence and gun violence prevention campaigns. And for summer 2025, in partnership with several community-based organizations, we are excited to launch the SYI initiative. That stands for Supporting Youth Initiative, which is a grant program. The goal of that program is to basically provide support for youth that are at high risk of gun violence through programs like mentorship and life coaching. And so we're excited about that. Now, at this time, I'd like to acknowledge Kevin Scott. Let's give him a hand. Yeah. So, Kevin, we are excited to have him back for year 2 as an intern with our office. He participated last year, and so this year he'll be back again for the Summer Youth Internship Program. For Kevin, we just look forward to him continuing to be a voice and a champion and giving us a perspective from the youth lens. That's very important. With our interns, one of our central goals is to equip them and to empower them as they reimagine community safety so that now and in the future they consider themselves a valuable piece of the public safety puzzle. So together, let's continue to build a stronger, safer city where our youth are empowered to succeed and contribute positively. With that, I'd like to introduce Lieutenant Albert Carter from the Police Athletic League.
Good morning, good morning. I'm Lieutenant Albert Carter, the unit commander of the Atlanta Police Athletic League. On behalf of our Chief Sherbaum, and my Major Canton, I want to say thank you. They are so supportive of our unit. They've given us everything that we need. Our goals at the Atlanta Police Athletic League is simple, just to make sure the youth inside the city of Atlanta have a safe and positive environment to go to. Every day, whether it's after school or summer camp, or during the spring break or fall break, the Atlanta Public Schools are out of school. We go out through the community and we get the kids and bring them back to our facility so they can have a safe place to participate. And not only that is that our boxing program is one of the great boxing programs, and we have 4 kids now have won out to Oklahoma at the Golden Glove and came back in second place. So they're able to participate and go into the qualify for the Olympics. And they are with the Douglas High School. So we're out there and we're up there. Yes, we are. So again, we go out, we get these kids, and we just have a positive relationship with them. And without the community help, without Park and Recreation help, without their Promise Center help, we wouldn't be able to do that without alone. So the community have come above, and not only that, Promise Center and the Park and Recreation, and we call on them so much, and they give us so much. We want to say thank you for everything you do for us. Okay, well, we have 3 locations. We're at 120 Anderson Avenue, that's at the Coach Rambo Park. We're at 1154 James Jackson Parkway, the A.D. Williams location, and we're partner at Thomasville at the Thomasville Recreation location. Now, our summer camp is going on. Anybody needing the registration for our kids, just come over and we can register them and we'll take them. Again, next up will be our DOT Commissioner, Cavanagh. Thank you.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Good morning, everybody. I'm going to try to move through this so my girls can enjoy the splash pad before the rain comes. So let me see if I can move along. Thank you, Lieutenant Carter. So ATL DOT is busy gearing up for even busier summer season this year. We're working to keep our community safe and connected. One of our focuses is our Vision Zero program, where we're looking to bring fatalities and serious injuries to 0 by the year 2040. So we want to make sure that all of our kids and parents have a safe passage to their destinations this summer. We work very close to Parks and Recreation, APS, and all of our city departments to make sure that we provide a safe passage throughout the city. I want to first give thanks to the mayor, our COO. Round of applause for all that you do to keep this city safe. My family, my very young family, counts on all the commitment and the investment that you do on behalf of the residents of the city. You see, partnerships are part of who we are. We have a Light Up the Night program where we're lighting up the streets in Atlanta. We've done over 35,000 streetlight conversions to LEDs since the mayor's inauguration. So we're looking forward to keeping that partnership up and making city streets safe throughout the year. We also have Pothole Posse, who will be out in full force this summer. So we'll be doing a lot of paving and a lot of work throughout the summer. We've done over 38,000 potholes since inauguration and reinstituting the Pothole Posse. So thank you, Mayor. Our tires are thankful for you and the Pothole Posse. And we've also partnered with APS for safe routes to schools. We have over 12 schools in which we are creating safe routes for students and their parents to get to and from school. So in expectation of the next school year in August, we'll have implementations throughout the city. So with that, I just want to say, if you want to get information about what's going on, please follow our socials at ATL DOT. And also, if you need to report information, go to ATL 311. So we want to have a very exciting summer. If you need anything, feel free to reach out. We are here for you to serve, and we're going to move this city forward. So with that, I'm going to bring up Micah Warner with the Mayor's Summer Youth Employment Program. What do you think, girl?
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Oh, let me get down a little bit. How are you guys doing? My name is Micah Warner. I am a rising junior attending the Southern University in Baton Rouge, and I have the opportunity of double majoring in computer science and agricultural business. And I also have the opportunity of serving as one of the mayor's intern for the SYP program. Thank you. I would like to start off by thanking Mayor Andre Dickens and the Commissioner, Ms. Austin Gibbons, for giving me the opportunity to come speak with you all today. I'm here today as a representation of an investment that the mayor and the city of Atlanta decided to pour back into the community. I had the pleasure of joining SYP the summer of 2023 after freshly graduating high school. This came at a point in life where I was kind of confused and growing anxious on what I was going to do. I didn't know how I would pay for my wants and needs or if I would have everything that I needed by the time college came around in August. Fortunately, after my first summer interning for SYP, I was able to wash away any anxiety that had to do with school or finances. I was not only able to work the most hours I had ever worked in my life, but I was able to get real hands-on office experience, which is something that helped mold me into a professional powerhouse machine. After a full summer of connecting with Fortune 500 companies, council members, the mayor, and many more, I felt more than ready to approach professors or campus situations with confidence and ease. This confidence is also how I ended up securing a full ride scholarship for my first semester of college. All of what I have detailed so far is my experience simply after one summer. So now that I'm on my third summer and counting, I can proudly say that the mayor and the city of Atlanta are shaping the future of this city one youth at a time. Thank you.
Well, you heard it from everybody, and you heard it from Micah, that we are, in this big group project, everybody, to make sure that this is an outstanding summer. And, thank you all for your partnership. Hey, everybody that's watching this, everybody that wants to participate, if you're a business, you can still sign up to be an employer in our Summer Youth Employment Program. You can find out about that at atlyouthendengage.com. A lot of this stuff is at atlyearoftheyouth.com. And, hey, come to a park near you and enjoy these pools and splash pads and Camp Best Friends and all the above. So thank you all. Let's go inside and check out some of the oh, I'm taking questions. Oh, after questions, we can go inside. Yes, are there any questions? Yeah, so we just finalized our FY26 budget, so we're very excited and thankful that that was passed unanimously. So inside of that budget includes the same dedication and commitment to our youth as we've had before. It continues to make sure that we have money for our Summer Youth Employment Program, our Camp Best Friends, all of our activities that you heard about, our Mayor's Office of Violence Reduction, and all the other groups that you heard. That is fully funded for the years to come. So we are committed to going forward in that way. And we also still have our hopes that philanthropic organizations will continue to contribute to our youth programs that we have such a great commitment to, like the nonprofits that we support as well. Thank you. Yeah, I'll answer that, and Marcus, you can too, or Chief. One of the things is, if the youth are idle minds, they say, becomes the devil's workshop. So what we want to do is keep them busy. So the challenge is to make sure that everyone knows about all these opportunities that are free or low cost, and to make sure that parents who say they don't know what to do with their child, bring them to us. We are a part of this family together. So we are encouraging parents who say, I don't know, is my kid, I don't know what they're interested in. Come to us, and we have everything from STEM to art to sports to just mentorship, entrepreneurship. But that lostness that some parents have, the Mayor's Office of Violence Reduction, the APS, or Parks and Rec, everybody has something for them, and then it can also help them be able to help their child to stay active. And so we're not going to let money be a problem. You see, a lot of these programs are free or low cost. Camp Best Friends is $35 a week, and if you have a problem with that, we have alternatives to make sure that that gets taken care of. At Promise Center is free. So to answer your question again, it is the acknowledgement of parents to hand their kids over to us to share with them over the summer versus just sitting them in front of the TV as you go to work. Because if they're in front of the TV, they may pick up on something that we don't want them to, and then they may not, they may go outside and venture on their own, and we want them to be in organized, structured programming.